Good afternoon, football fans. This is Andy McNamara, and it's my pleasure to welcome you into the Axis Football League. Today's game plays host to some of the hottest players in the league right now. Get the popcorn ready. It's always exciting to see these stars hit the field. It will certainly be exciting to see how things unfold today. And Montgomery kicks this one away. The kickoff is fielded. And he is down. Minnesota getting set to start off the drive. He makes the toss off to the right side. And the defender got him down. That's good for 10 yards. The offense lines up on second and short. Handoff to Clark. He's stopped in his tracks. They'll lose one on the play. Third down. Just 1 yard to go. Handoff to Clark. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play. Fourth play of the drive. Go! Right side handoff. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Hike. Inside handoff. He'll be tackled near the 45. Small gain on the play. Second down for the offense. 7 yards to go. He steps back to pass. He finds a target up near the 40. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Thomas. A huge pickup there by the offense. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. He drops back. He tosses one just beyond the line of scrimmage. And he'll be pulled down immediately. That brings up second down. Second and 10. QB back to pass. And he's brought down in the backfield for a sack. Loss of 7. A nickel set for the defense. Hike. Makes the throw over to the left side. Incomplete. The offense is set to try for a long field goal here. The kick is up. And he's not going to have enough leg. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. They'll send a player in motion. Washington drops back to pass. Sets his feet and throws. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Hike. Washington hands it off. And the tackle is made. That will go for about 8 yards. Third down and short. Go! Reed takes the ball, and the tackle will be made by Benson. That will be a loss of 2. The punt team makes its way up the line. He punts it away. And the punt goes into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20. They'll start things off from the 20. Dropping back. He throws one. Tyler with the reception. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That's good for 10 yards. First and 10 for the offense. He steps back to pass. He finds the target up near the 40. Taylor makes the grab, and he's brought to the turf. Gain of 15. Third play of the drive. Right side handoff. The tackle is made. Gain of 12 on the play. A fresh set of downs from Minnesota. Go. He drops back to pass. Makes the throw. And the ball is batted down. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. Motion left. Hand off to Clark. Wells wrestles him to the ground for the tackle. That'll bring up third down. Sixth play of the drive. He drops back. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. The offense lines up to punt. The punt's away. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Setting up shop from the 20. Washington drops back to pass. He flings the pass. Thompson makes the catch. And he is down. A nice pickup there by the offense. The defense sets up in a 3-4 set. The first quarter comes to a close. Both teams still scoreless. First down and 10 to go. Washington drops back to pass. He decides to keep it himself, and he wisely slides down. That will go for about 5 yards. The offense comes in with a 2 tight end set. The runner takes the toss. And he's tackled here. Small gain on the play. The offense sets up in shotgun. Washington drops back to pass. The ball is caught. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. Fifth play of the drive. Go! He tosses a floater. And the defender makes the tackle. That brings up second down. Sixth play of the drive. He drops back into the pocket. And down he goes. Roberts with the sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. The offense will operate from the gun. Washington's going to throw here. He tosses it off to the left side of the field. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. The offense is set to try for a long field goal here. And Montgomery kicks this one away. And he's not going to have enough leg. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. They'll send a player in motion. Hand off to Clark. The ball is knocked loose. And he steps in for 6. Touchdown! The kicking team sets up for the extra point. Montgomery with the kick. And the extra point is good. They'll go out in front first today. And onto the field comes the kicking team. Montgomery with the kick. He catches the kickoff. And he's tackled here. Minnesota getting set to start off the drive. Player in motion to the right. He steps back to pass. Makes the short throw. And he will be brought down by Wells. Gain of 4 on the play. 2 tight ends for the offense. He drops back to pass. He makes the throw over to the right side. And he is down. Gain of 5 on the play. Minnesota sets up on 3rd down. He makes the inside handoff. Ripped to the ground. That will go for about 5 yards. The offense sets up with 2 backs. QB back to pass. Finds a receiver along the sideline. Gain of 8 on the play. A dime set for the defense. Hand off to Clark. And he's brought down before making it too far. That'll be good for about 2. The defense sets up in a 3-4 set. Hand off to Clark. He's tackled. Gain of 4 on the play. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. He makes the short throw. He's put to the turf. That brings up 2nd down. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on 2nd down. Hand off to Clark. And down he goes. That'll be good for a couple yards. 3rd down for the offense. 13 yards to go. Minnesota sets up on 3rd down. Player in motion. He drops back into the pocket. The pass is incomplete. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. He makes the punt. The punt sails into the end zone and will be brought out to the 20. Setting up shop from the 20. Washington's going to throw here. Tosses a pass. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Washington's going to throw here. Hauls in that long throw. The tackle is made. That will be good enough to pick up the 1st down. 3rd play of the drive. Washington's going to throw here. Stevens makes the catch. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. A huge pickup there by the offense. 1st and 10 for the offense. He makes the throw over to interception. And he safely steps out of bounds. Minnesota getting set to start off the drive. Dropping back. He decides to keep it himself, and he'll slide to the ground to protect himself. That'll go for about 3 yards. 3 receivers for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. Penalty marker on the field. Tipped away and incomplete. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. I think this one is going to go against the offense for pass interference, and they'll accept the penalty. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. He drops back to pass. He tosses one. Tipped away and incomplete. Minnesota sets up on third down. Hand off to Clark. And he's tackled. The defense will use a timeout here. That will be their first of the half. That will go for about 5 yards. The offense lines up to punt. The punt's away. The punt is caught. And down he goes. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. He steps back to pass. Tosses it over the middle of the field. Tipped away and incomplete. Operating from the gun. Steps into the pocket. Picked off. And down he goes. A fresh set of downs from Minnesota. He drops back into the pocket. And the defender got him down. Timeout, Minnesota. That will be their first. They covered a lot of ground on that play. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Dropping back. Throws a pass. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. He's got a receiver near the 30. He's tackled. And Minnesota calling a timeout here. They will have one remaining timeout. That will be good for about 6. The offense is going to try for 3 here. Here's the kick. And it's good. Minnesota eats away at the lead a bit. Here comes the kicking team. He boots it away. He'll field the kickoff. And he's brought to the turf. That brings us to the end of the second quarter. It's anyone's game so far. Lining up for the kickoff. The kicker sends this one deep into the end zone. First and 10 for the offense. Washington drops back to pass. He finds the target up near the 40. Stevens makes the catch, and he's tackled. A huge gain by the offense. First and 10. He steps back to pass. He sends one deep down the left side. It's brought in by Stevens, and he's immediately brought down. A huge pickup there by the offense. First and 10 for the offense. Reed takes the ball. And he's brought to the turf. That will bring up second down. Second down for the offense. Washington's going to throw here. He sends this one off to the left side of the end zone. And they can't connect. Incomplete pass. Third down for the offense. Washington drops back to pass. And he'll be brought down up near the 5-yard line. Short gain of 2. The offense lines up to kick the field goal. And Montgomery kicks this one away. And the kick is good. That score adds to their lead. Lining up for the kickoff. And Montgomery kicks this one away. He'll field the kickoff. He's tackled. First down and 10 to go. Hand off to Clark. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. Left side handoff. And he's brought down before making it too far. Short gain of 2. The offense comes in with 2 receivers. He makes the handoff to the left side. He'll be tackled near the 45. Gain of 3 on the play. First down and 10 to go. Go! He hands it to the runner inside, and he will be brought down by Wells. Gain of 7 on the play. 5th play of the drive. Hike. Hand off to Clark. And he'll be tackled near the line. Short gain of 2. 6th play of the drive. Hike. He hands it to the runner on the left side. He's tackled. Gain of 4 on the play. A shotgun set for the offense. Hand off to Clark. And he will be brought down by Wells. Gain of 3 on the play. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. Hands it off. Shakes off the first tackle. And he's tackled here. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Hand off to Clark. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Thomas. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Makes the handoff. He's tackled. Gain of 3 on the play. 10th play of the drive. Hand off to Clark. The tackle is made. That will bring up third down. Third down. 2 yards to go. He hands it to the runner inside, and he's going to be tackled just short of the goal line. That will be good for about 6. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. Motion for the offense. That marks the end of the third quarter. A close matchup so far today. The offense will operate from under center. Inside, and they are in! Touchdown, Minnesota! The kicking team lines up for the PAT. There's the kick. And the extra point is good. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He sends it off. He fields the kickoff. And the defender got him down. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Player in motion. Washington on the handoff. Benson brings him to the ground. Gain of 15. 1st and 10. Steps into the pocket. He's going to take the safe route here and throw this one away. 2nd down and 10 to go. Player in motion. The runner takes the inside handoff. He's finally taken down. Gain of 15. 1st and 10. Breaks free from the first tackle. The QB tucks it and scrambles, and he wisely slides down. That will go for about 5 yards. 2nd down. 14 yards to go. Pitch left to the runner. And he is down. That will keep the chains moving. 6th play of the drive. Go! Ball goes to Chambers. Shakes off the first tackle. The tackle is made. That brings up 2nd down. 2nd down. He makes the toss off to the left side, and he is tackled. That will be a loss of 2. Operating from under center. He steps back to pass. It's brought in by Stevens, and the tackle is made. Gain of 14 on the play. A 2-receiver set for the offense. And he's off. And he safely slides to the ground. That'll go for about 3 yards. Washington's going to throw here. He sees a target over the middle of the field. Complete. He is picked up and brought down. Gain of 11. 1st and goal. He throws it. He snags it out of the air. Touchdown. They're setting up for the extra point. Go. Montgomery with the kick. And it's good. That will put them out front for now. The kicking team set up to boot it away. And Montgomery kicks this one away. The offense will start things off from the 25. Hand off to Clark. And he's finally stopped after a great run. Gain of 13. 2nd play of the drive. Inside run. And he's tackled here. That will go for about 8 yards. 2nd down for the offense. 2 yards to go. Hands it off. And he is down. That's good for 10 yards. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. He finds a target on the right side of the field. And he's immediately brought down. Gain of 5 on the play. From under center. Second down for the offense. He'll make the throw deep over the middle of the field. Tipped away and incomplete. 3rd down. 14 yards to go. He drops back to pass. And he's stopped up around the 20. Gain of 18 on the play. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. He steps back to pass. He sends this one into the scores. Touchdown, Minnesota. The offense sets up for the point after. The kick is up. And the extra point is good. Here comes the kicking team. He boots it away. He'll field the kickoff. That's the end of that play. First down and 10 to go. Washington's going to throw here. He makes the throw over to the right side of the field. And the ball is batted down. Second down and 10 to go. Washington drops back to pass. Tipped away and incomplete. Third and 10. QB back to pass. Tosses a pass. And the ball is batted down. The punt team makes its way up the line. The punt's away. He'll field the punt. He's tackled. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Inside handoff, and he will be brought down by Wells. Small loss on the play.
Go!
He makes the throw up near the 45, and they can't connect. Incomplete pass. Third down for the offense. 12 yards to go. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And it's dropped by the offense. Incomplete. The punt team takes the field. He punts it away. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. The QB tucks it and scrambles, and he safely slides to the ground. And the offense will call a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining. Gain of 1 on the play. The defense lines up in a 3-4. Washington hands it off. He's stopped in his tracks. And the offense will call a timeout here. That will be their second of the half. They'll lose 1 on the play. Third and 10. Washington drops back to pass. He launches one deep over to the right side. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away. The punt's away. He catches the punt. And he's tackled here. First down and 10 to go. Hand off to Clark. Shakes off the first tackle. And he is finally dragged down. And Minnesota calling a timeout here. They will have 2 remaining. Gain of 14 on the play. The offense is set to try a field goal. There's the kick. And it will fall short of the uprights. No good. The offense looks to get things going here on first down.
Take.
Handoff to Reed. He's put to the turf. Gain of 5 on the play. That will wrap things up for the fourth quarter. We are headed to overtime. Here comes the kicking team. He'll send this one deep. The kickoff is fielded. Breaks away from the first defender. Ripped to the ground. Minnesota getting set to start off this drive. Steps into the pocket. Scrambling. And he'll slide to the ground to protect himself. Gain of 11. Second play of the drive. He hands it off to the right side. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Gain of 11. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. On the handoff. He's not going any further. That brings up second down. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down.
Go!
He hands it to the runner inside, and he's tackled here. Gain of 5 on the play. Dropping back, he makes the throw over to the right side of the field. Tipped away and incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line.
Go!
The punt's away. And the punt will land out of bounds. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Reed takes the ball. The tackle is made. That brings up second down. Second down and 10 to go. Washington on the handoff. And the tackle will be made by Roberts. They'll lose 1 on the play. Third down. 11 yards to go. Washington drops back the pass. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line. The punt's away. He fields the punt. And he's brought down after taking the kick up near the 40-yard line. Minnesota getting set to start off the drive. Handoff to Clark. And down he goes. That'll bring up second down. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. Handoff to Clark. Breaking out of the tackle. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Third down. They'll only need to punch it forward a few inches.
Hike.
Inside run. He's finally taken down. Gain of 13. First and 10 for the offense.
Hike.
Makes the throw, and they can't connect. Incomplete pass. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down.
Go!
The runner takes the inside handoff. The tackle is made. Short gain on the play. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. Minnesota sets up on third down.
Select.
Tosses it off to the right side of the field. The pass is incomplete. The offense is set to try a field goal.
Hike.
The kick is up. And it's good. And that will bring things to a close for us today. On behalf of Axis Football, this is Andy McNamara saying goodbye for now.